What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Kari.HQ here, back again with another video. And today, I just want to let you guys know of some new developments that are going on at the United States Embassy in Bogota and how they are trying to protect the tourists that come here to Colombia. So if you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe so that you're locked in with me and you're always seeing my new content that I got, because I got a lot of new stuff coming. And definitely give the video a like so it can reach more people. This is going to be hopefully a helpful video for many of the people that travel to Colombia. So help out your fellow travelers by giving this one a thumbs up. Thank you. All right, so what do we have? There is a new notice, a travel notice from the United States Embassy that was issued on January 10th, and it was issued out of Medellin is the location and / countrywide. So I guess they're trying to highlight Medellin as being, the main place that they want to call out on this notice, right? And so let's go ahead and just read through it really quick. I'm going to just read. So it says, event. U.S. Embassy, Bogota is aware of 8 suspicious deaths of private U.S. citizens in Medellin between November 1st and December 31st, 2023. The deaths appear to involve either involuntary drugging, overdose, or are suspected homicides. At this time, it is not believed these deaths are linked, as each involved distinct circumstances. However, several of the deaths point to possible drugging, robbery, and overdose, and several involve the use of online dating applications. What have I been telling you guys about those dating apps? When are you gonna listen to Kari? I don't know. Book your consultation with Kari, man. I'll teach you how to get around out here, because obviously a lot of people don't know how to move out here. Let's go. Let's keep going. According to the tourism advisory of the district personnel of Medellin, the number of deaths committed against foreign visitors, excluding Venezuelans, increased 200% in the third trimester of 2023 compared to the previous year, and violent deaths of foreign visitors increased 29%. Wow. Most of the 2023 violent deaths victims were U.S. citizens. Let me say that again. Most of the 2023 violent death victims were U.S. citizens. That's pretty crazy. Criminals use dating apps to lure victims to meet in public places such as hotels, restaurants, and bars, and then later assault and rob them. Numerous U.S. citizens in Colombia have been drugged, robbed, and even killed by their Colombian dates. Yep. I've been reporting on this, as well as my man DC Born Rob. Go check out some of his videos on this. But yeah, a lot of YouTubers been putting it out there. So good job to you guys, everybody that's been, highlighting these issues. Over the last year, the embassy has seen an increase in reports of incidents involving the use of online dating applications to lure victims, typically foreigners, for robbery by force or using sedatives to drug and rob individuals. The embassy regularly receives reports of these types of incidents occurring in major cities, including but not limited to Medellin, Cartagena, and Bogota. These types of crimes routinely go unreported as victims are embarrassed and do not want to follow through with the judicial process. For sure. U.S. citizens should be vigilant, maintain heightened situational awareness, and incorporate strong personal security practices into their activities. All right. Oh, so there's even there's a more detailed version of this that they have on the State Department website. And then it gives you some actions to take, like being cautious if using online dating apps in Colombia. I would just say don't use them. If meeting a stranger, you should strongly consider meeting in public. Of course, avoid isolated locations such as residences, hotel rooms, and where crimes most likely to occur, for sure. If inviting an individual that you just met to your residence or hotel room, speak to your door attendant concierge beforehand and establish a policy as to what information your new visitor should provide before being authorized entry, photo identification, etc. Yeah, a lot of guys don't even do that. They meet the women, they don't know who they are. The girl tells them they're 24, but they might be 18. It just is hard to tell. That's why the official documentation is good. And if you work with your doorman or whatever, they should be able to validate it to make sure that it's good, because they do have fake IDs as well out here. Tell a friend or family member of your plans, including where you are going, details of the person you are meeting, and the apps you use to meet them. Victims who are targeted via online dating applications tend to have their electronics devices stolen, which often contain all device and communication with the assailants, right? So if you get robbed for your cell phone, it's hard for you to have any details on the conversation you had with that person that you met, because you need to go back to your cell phone to look at it. So that's a good point. Do not physically resist any robbery attempts. Victims of crime who resist robbery are more likely to be killed 120%. Trust your instincts. If something does not feel right, do not hesitate to walk away from the situation. I mean, shout out to the American government. Shout out to the United States government. Y'all are killing it right now. Shout out to the United States Embassy. All the parties involved on this. We love to see you guys looking out for us abroad. Yeah. And so Colombia has been moved up to a level 3 reconsider travel as of January 2nd. Yeah, they're doing the best they can. They are really doing the best they can to keep you guys safe, to keep us safe, and everything. So that's awesome. Yeah, so that's what's going on right now. There's another article about this from Travel Off Path. Shout out to my mom. She sent it to me. U.S. issues new travel security alerts for Colombia. Colombia has long held an iffy reputation for travelers. On one hand, it's an amazing destination to visit, 100%. On the other hand, many travelers have claimed they feel the need to keep their heads on a swivel in certain areas. For sure. You should. Some of the more popular cities to visit are Medellin, Bogota, Cartagena, to name a select few. The U.S. Embassy has just issued a nationwide security alert this morning for all travelers in Colombia. New security alert. Tragically, it has been reported from November to December 31st, 8 U.S. tourists have died. Kind of the same thing. No dark papaya. So they call out that famous saying, there's a variety of ways tourists are targeted in Colombia, so much so there is a common saying in Colombia that tourists should know, which is no dark papaya. Translates to don't give papaya. Essentially, do your best to not stand out and make yourself a target. Keep valuables out of plain sight while going out about your day, and stick to tourist-friendly neighborhoods. And then they list the same advice that I just read to you and everything. And then at the bottom, they talk about, with digital nomadism and solo traveling being so popular, the road can get lonely at times. With our phones glued to our hips, the easy thing to do is to get on dating apps, as they are now universal. It's no longer a societal taboo to meet up with strangers or even ride with them, but perhaps the latest scam will raise red flags again. The U.S. Embassy in Bogota is sounding the alarm on dating apps in Colombia, as the U.S. travelers are being duped far worse than your typical catfish. Lured into meeting in a public place, as most dates go. As the night goes on, victims were led away from public view and assaulted, drugged, robbed, and even killed in some cases. Absolutely. This is going on. Not all 8 reported deaths have been attributed to dating apps, but several have been linked. So yeah, I will link this article in the description of this video so that you guys can check it out. But it kind of just, for the rest of it, talks about some of the same things that the embassy was talking about. So I'm going to put all that linked in the description, and you guys can, inform yourselves and send it around to everybody or anybody that you know is traveling out here to Colombia, and let them know that, Kari HQ is here if they need somebody, to check in with, to be around if something happens, right? Like anybody that booked a consultation with me, feel free to share your location with me. I share my location with my family and my very close friends at all times on my iPhone, and I have air tags and everything. So, try and do the best I can to stay safe and everything. Again, I don't date people on dating apps or anything like that. I do recommend that you guys be strategic about how you spend your time here, because if you're going to come here and you only have a short amount of time and you get on these dating apps, it's going to be incredibly hard for you to establish something real legit with somebody. So for that, if you really want to date somebody, a real person, I think it's better to wait until you can have more than 3 months here, 6 months, a year. That way you can meet people on the day-to-day basis and not have pressure to try to use a dating app to meet someone really fast. Because that's most of the reason people are using dating apps, because they're like, man, I got 4 or 5, 6 days here. I ain't got no time to miss, man. I ain't got no time to lose. So I got to get to it. And so they get on the dating apps. And then that's an easy way for criminals to target you guys, because, again, they can delete everything. As soon as they do their crime, they can delete everything, throw the little bust down phone in the river, and there's no trace. They use fake pictures for these profiles and all that. So it's a whole organization. It's all organized, what they're doing and everything. And shout out again to the U.S. government for shining a light on it. And I hope you guys are watching my channel. And please, guys, if you found this useful, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and share it with somebody. I really appreciate it. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think about this notice, about what the U.S. government is doing, the embassy, I should say. Do you think it's enough? Do you think there's more they should be doing? Let me know. It's your boy Kari, 𝐥𝐤𝐬, and I'm out. Peace.